Here with Tennessee wide receiver commit Nathan Leacock. Nathan, thanks so much for taking the time. You've got already 13 touchdowns, over 800 yards receiving. What's been going well for you so far as a senior?
I really feel like I'm just really getting the opportunity to showcase what I've been working on in the off season. I feel like I really grown as a receiver from compared to last year, and also I'm the number one target now. Last year, I was the number two target. We had another receiver who's now at Wake Forest, Wesley Grimes, and he was kind of the number one target, and I was number two to him. But this year, I'm really getting to play in my role. I feel like last year I was kind of more of a slot receiver. This year, I mean, I was always an outside receiver, but I played a lot of slot. We had a young quarterback and wanted to help him, kind of really just look to one side of the field, so putting me at slot and mostly outside. And then this year, I feel way more comfortable because I'm back at my outside position, and me and my quarterback have really clicked well. And with our new offensive coordinator, Coach Jenks, Hunter Jenks, he's really like open this up and really let players play to their strengths. You know, we have some receiver Ty Broughton who's more of a catching receiver where he can go up and make those high catches, and I'm more of a I can do those catches also, but I'm speedy and I can hit them deep balls type receiver and stuff like that. And so I feel like we really just the offense is better. I'm really just getting my opportunity to shine, and I'm just showing what I've been working on.
Now, back in week two against, I believe it was Broadham High School, you had 5 touchdowns in the first half. First of all, I mean, how is that even possible? What was working well for you that night? And obviously, that's probably the game of your life, right?
It's kind of crazy because my first touchdown wasn't until like the last minutes of the first quarter, and that was my first touchdown of the game. It was like in the last minutes of the first quarter, and I feel like it wasn't the type of game where I got the ball every play. That's why I scored 5 touchdowns. I got the ball 7 times in one half, and I scored 5 out of 7. And I actually wasn't even the first touchdown of the game. My running back Xavier Pugh, he scored the first one, and my other receiver, who compliments me, Ty Broughton, scored the second touchdown, and I scored the third, fourth, fifth, and sixth touchdown. No, yeah, ended up scoring 5 touchdowns. I feel like I just really felt like the defenders couldn't guard me, and I told Mason, my quarterback, when I'm open, throw me the ball, and I don't think I was ever guarded. And yeah, that's really what happened.
A lot of yak on those catches, right? 7 catches, 5 touchdowns. I mean, I would assume a couple of those were 30, 40, 50 yarders.
Yeah, I think I actually had an 80 yarder. I had ended up with 191 yards that game.
Man, man, and then only one half too. That is crazy. All
Yeah,
right,
the
man.
coach sat
So
me out.
you've been committed now for a couple months. You made that call back in July. How's the last couple months been as a commit for the University of Tennessee? What's been different about the last couple months compared to the months before that?
Yeah, so what you hear a lot of times is when the coaches like show a lot of love and stuff before you commit, trying to get you underneath their wing, but and then once you commit, they're like kind of back off and they're not as cool with you anymore. And I think that's the exact opposite. My Coach Pope, Coach Growish, and Coach Heupel, we've all had a good relationship and stuff, and it's grown, but it's changed from a recruiting standpoint to more so being my actual coach. You know, Coach Pope, he looks at my film and stuff, and he tells me what I would need to work on, what I'm doing well and stuff like that. So it's moved from like more of a coaching standpoint. I moved from like more of a recruiting standpoint to like a coaching standpoint, and like I really feel like I'm getting strengthening those relationships with those coaches.
What about the relationships with the guys in your class? I know you guys have a group text. You guys catch up all the time. How are those relationships going?
And I feel like we actually have the best recruiting class in the country. I really feel I know we're ranked in the 10th, I believe, but I feel like we're number one. And we like just all of us getting to be down there in Florida for that game just like was so good. We all got to talk to each other, all got to see a really good game, and I feel like we had the best recruiting class.
Now that atmosphere against Florida, the checkerboard, sold out crowd, college game day was on campus. How was that for you to sit there front row and just kind of take it all in?
It felt really surreal, because a lot of people tell you that, oh no, not even a lot of people. The coaches tell me that, oh, Tennessee is crazy atmosphere, crazy stadium, and like there's no way to describe it. And that's exactly how it was. Getting to sit front row, I didn't even understand. I didn't. If I was on Florida, I would not hear. I don't think I would have been able to like as a quarterback. I don't think I would have even got the cadence because like it was so loud. Like you couldn't really hear anything. and I just feel like it's a really good atmosphere to play in, and it's just really good.
Last thing, man, seeing that offense get after it, seeing what it can do without its main guy in Cedric Tillman as well when you were in attendance. How excited are you to play wide receiver for Josh Heupel?
I'm very excited because you going back to what you said about Cedric not being in. Um, yeah, other receivers stepped up, and that's just Coach Pope's development, how he develops these receivers. And even if you're not the first guy, you've been working under Coach Pope, he showed that you can develop them. And some number 80 stepped up, made a really good grab. Bruce stepped up, made a really good grab. And I think Coach Gold is trying to call me right now. And so, yeah, I just feel like it's really the coaching that is really, and the offense is very receiver friendly and stuff like that. And I just really love the offense. I really love Tennessee's offense.
Well, awesome stuff, man. We'll let you get to that phone call. Nathan Leacock, 2023 wide receiver commit for the University of Tennessee.